We'll start, please, with Martin Blackburn. Hi, Martin. Okay, can't hear you, Martin. Let's try with Hugh Ferris.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
Can you hear me? I just want to talk about the derby, and Manchester United, I think, would admit that they've been quite inconsistent over the last few weeks in particular. How do you go about preparing for a team that perhaps it's difficult to assess what kind of team might turn up?
Thinking we're going to face the best version of them, and especially talk a lot what we have to do.
And in terms of that inconsistency for them, it has on occasion displayed itself in derbies against City. What have you learned from those games, and how crucial or significant have they been in terms of how you've played this season, if it is differently?
No, it's a knockout. It's not a knockout game. It's 3 more points, important one, of course, because for the quality for the opponent. But there are a lot of fixtures to come, and try to win our games.
I think it'll be the first and hopefully last Manchester derby without fans. What kind of significance does that have for you, bearing in mind how much of a role fans play, particularly in derby matches?
Of course, it's much better. Being in Old Trafford and Etihad Stadium is better play with the fans, but the virus is still here. So when step by step will be open the stadiums in some areas in England happen, here in Manchester not yet. So when the officials, people in Premier League, government, scientists decide we can make the next step, we'll do it, and when everything will settle all around the world, so the fans will be back.
Thanks, Hugh. Next we go to James Cooper.
Hi, Pep. Just kind of team news-wise, Gundogan and Garcia, I'm just wondering a kind of fitness update ahead of tomorrow, whether either of them will be in your plans?
No, Eric is not fit. If he was injured, will be 2 or 3 weeks out.
And Ilkay?
He trained good.
And the other night, you were very certain that Sergio wouldn't be in the right shape to start against Manchester United. Is that still your thoughts with a couple of days of training having taken place?
Yes.
And how pleased are you with the momentum that you bring into this football match?
Football have to show you again right now, but all the mood of the environment in the backroom staff, the players, is exceptional this season. Well, always was, but especially this season with the situation, the COVID and no preparation this season. The players respond incredibly well, all of them. So, no complaint.
Thank you, James. Next we go to Ian Abrahams, TalkSport.
Hi, Pep. How are you?
Good, thanks. You?
Good, thanks. Football management seems to be the most unbelievable profession, because 1 minute you're being built up and what have you, and the next minute you're being criticised and people are speculating about your jobs. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes into this game in the latter position. As somebody who has been so successful in the game, when you see other managers who go on that kind of roller coaster and you never really know where they are, do you ever feel sorry for them? Do you ever feel like giving them words of wisdom that you have?
We know it, yeah. Unfortunately, no. That's why we get a lot of salary to keep these situations. So important is to know the value of Solskjaer is there. There's no doubt about this. So I don't have to give him support because he's strong enough. He knows how it works, this job. And like you said in the beginning of the question, so when you win, we are a genius, and when you lose, we have to be sacked. Happened in United and all the clubs around the world. This is the reality.
And just one more from me. Obviously, no fans tomorrow, but the supporters are still involved, aren't they? They're still involved because of social media. They're still having a massive interest in, and whether or not you win or lose, come Sunday or Monday, whenever they go back to work, they still have the bragging rights. So even though the supporters aren't physically with you tomorrow, they're still with you in spirit, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are, and. Yeah, of course, our fans always was. I think United as well, and every club has, especially in England, that the supporters are so loyal. And about the social media today, as opinion for one person or for for the people. So the club has to be aside of this and take the decision what they believe they have to take.
Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. First, do you think that Manchester United is the most recent example of what you say about the difficulties on the group stage of Champions League? And if so, is the reaction too much of it, like being knocked out in the group stage? Is it going to be something more common throughout the years because of the difficulty of the competition?
Yeah, absolutely. But what is not going to change the margin to be in the next round or be out in the group stage is so minimum. So with 1-1 against PSG, Martial has two clear chances, one without keeper, another one with just defender on the line, and he missed it. And Leipzig is 3-3, and in 94 minutes they score to win 3-4, and that's why they have the chance for the last game. And even win 3-0, there is a cross from Pogba with Maguire is the second post to score a goal, and intercept the opponent, and the keeper saved the ball because he found it and behind the legs, and it will be 3-3, and it will be again how spirit and character and personality united. This is a Champions League. We are out in the Champions League we miss one shoot without keeper, 5 minutes left. So this is part of this competition. So we have to accept it. But the margin in this level is so high, and that's why it's so high, big teams can be out. So that's why always, every time we win one game in a group stage, I said to the players, well done, guys. It's so difficult. You make an incredible job. Think the next one. So in the Premier League, it's the same. So every game you are able to win is so complicated, it's so difficult. And every time we are able to do it, it's a big compliment. I don't want it to celebrate the good moments if you win or not win in May. So in the process, every time we win, that night we celebrate and think for the next day or 2 days later. So this is the way we have to live our profession.
Next, we go to Mike Minay from BBC Manchester.
Hi, good afternoon, Pep. I asked you on Wednesday after the game whether you got a selection headache. You said you'd think about it later this week. So with the squad almost fully fit, I guess that's a good thing to have for you.
Yeah, except 2 players. Yeah, the other ones are fit. Yeah, it's always a big problem to make not just a selection and start 11s. People for this ridiculous rule that cannot be more people in the bench to be everybody involved. We cannot just 16 plus 2 keepers. So it's more difficult to maintain level, but it's going to happen. That's why they have to be ready every week, because there are guys ready to be in the team.
This game clearly isn't going to decide the title in any shape or form, but might have a big say as to perhaps those who've got a title chance come May. Would you agree?
A lot of games to play. Just in the beginning of the season. But it's important, of course, to a big rival, to beat them and being there. It will be important. But yeah, now it's time to be focused in the Premier League.
Thank you, Mike. Last question then before the embargo. We'll go to Jonathan Smith.
Hi, Pep. Recent games against the top 6 have not gone well away from home. Is it important to for the rest of the season to beat one of your title rivals, away from the Etihad?
Yeah, and the under 13 teams as well. Well, then 13, other 14 teams as well. It's not Carabao Cup like what happened last season against United, or knockout game in FA Cup or Champions League. This is a 38 game, so we play, I think, 10-11. So, of course, it's important. but next Tuesday will be important too.
Thank you.